6:54 p.m. Thursday, November 5th, 2020. Episode number 828 of UhhYeahDude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Jonathan, I'm Seth. Mm-hmm. And absolutely just like that, the comedy begins.
The comedy is commenced.
New laughter
Underway.
is put on the books. Hey, I was checking your books, and
Seems as though
we got a lot of fucking laughter. It's dating back to February 2006. Don't worry about it. Episode, what'd you say it was
828.
828, UhhYeahDude, America Through the Eyes of Two American Americans, November 2020. Yeah, well, we don't know much, but we know we love you. We don't know what's going on, so we're just doing these shows. We're blind. We're flying blind.
We tried to hold out.
Yeah, we held out. We were like, you know what? We'll do shows. We'll do them after. Yeah.
We'll know more.
We gotta know more by then. It's Thanksgiving. Gotta know more by Thanksgiving, shall we? So
yeah, we don't know what the fuck's going on. But
a lot of talk, a lot of numbers, a lot of lawsuits.
A lot of litigation.
That's litigation. I thought it was about voting, not about lawsuits. What's going on?
I hate everything.
But we're here.
And
it's
we're
828.
together, and I was able to move freely across the
State
state
lines.
Yes, country.
For now.
Highway. I'm a sovereign citizen traveling from one place to another freely.
So is that a little? Is your license plate a Little Caesars box? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. License. What? I have here, I didn't know this existed. Tell me if you knew. It's an ad. It says Lego. Listen. Build. Relax. Shop sets at lego.com/adults. But it's not possible. Because
Legos are for children.
Are for tricks. Or for kids.
Are these...
These are Lego sets. They're for adults. I was looking at getting you an excavator. Lego excavator.
Does this mean that the difficulty level of them goes up?
Well, it depends on what you're...
Well, the ones that are made for kids are too difficult for me.
Oh, well, then you're fucked.
I can't deal with...
You're never going to build this Lambo.
I mean, X-Wing fighters and shit are like, they're psychotic.
Okay. Well, yeah, this excavator's got a lot of pieces. It should for $441. Honey, what you doing on Amazon?
Are the pieces bigger for like adult hands?
Oh, well, maybe they're tinier for more... It's more like putting something in like a ship in a bottle. It's to pretend that you're like... This is what my grandpa used to do in the garage. And that's what I do now. I'm an adult. They get a Lambo for $380. You know, like when I was a kid, I had a Lamborghini Countach poster in my bedroom because I dreamed I'd grow up and have a Lamborghini, and I didn't get it. So I just get the Lego set, and then eventually someone says to me, "You're not getting a Lambo, so at some point you can call it. You don't need to keeping images of it around." Vision board, baby.
Yeah, that's
Vision board, baby.
Put a picture of it in your wallet.
If I touch it, it becomes real.
But what is the difference between an adult Lego and a child Lego?
The price.
Well, that's for one.
Again, you could do Andy Warhol's Marilyn.
So the subject matter also changes.
Well, it actually doesn't, because in the same section where you get the Marilyn or the Beatles, you can also get an Iron Man or a Sith. So it actually doesn't. So what are you doing, grown man? I'm doing a Lego set of Sith.
Adult
Seth?
Sith.
Adult Seth? Adult Sith. Double-decker London bus. You might be into that.
Well, yeah.
Hogwarts Castle for $4. Honey, again, I'm checking the card. What are you buying? I'm buying a Hogwarts Lego set for me. I've been very stressed these last 8 months, and this is how I unwind.
This is going in the cave.
It's going into the cave with my Lambo poster. But you lease a Corolla, but someday...
I dream of Lambos.
But I dream of Lambos. At some point, you gotta call it. On a lot of things.
Legos.
Legos.
Lambos.
Lambos. Oh, man. Listen, build, relax.
So it's like adult coloring.
It's adult coloring. Things that we do to just kind of center our... Dog, it's been very stressful. These are the things we do to kind of just blow off some steam.
Yeah.
God, you're spending a lot of money on Legos without children.
An empty nester.
You're an empty nester, but you spent $2,000 this month on Legos. Yeah, very elaborate sets. That's lego.com/adults. If you could just...
/adult.
/adults. I didn't know that existed. I was on the website.
I had no idea. Something else I didn't know existed, and
What?
I had to call you from the road
What?
to get you to like.
Oh, you're a road dog. I know that.
Because I don't
You go
browse
hands.
the internet while I'm driving.
You go hands free anyway, but you still don't do that.
I said, Seth, can you do me a favor? Will you look this up? Does Coors make seltzer now?
I said this in hard seltzer. Of course they do. Everybody
It's
does.
like everyone's got a hard
Lego's
seltzer.
got a
And I
hard
said,
seltzer.
I didn't say hard seltzer. I said seltzer.
Let me roll it back.
Coors seltzer with a mission.
So when you say seltzer, you just mean
Straight up
water.
bubbly water.
But you're saying the Coors, like the silver bullet.
Avec gas.
You mean like Colorado, Golden Colorado.
Yes. Adolf Coors.
You're talking about the Adolf Coors?
Yes.
Oh, the brew magnate. Okay.
They launched Coors Seltzer with a mission to restore America's rivers. They wanted to create, the Coors family, we wanted to create a simple way to enjoy good times and give back at the same time. For each 12-pack of Coors Seltzer you purchase, it helps us restore 500 gallons of fresh water to our rivers.
But it doesn't. But how?
Listen, that is a Coors family secret. How?
Listen, if you buy this 12-pack,
You buy one 12er of Coors Seltzer.
when you scan the barcode,
Coors soft seltzer, we should call it. It's not a hard seltzer, just to clarify.
can you imagine somebody runs into a convenience store
Slamming
really
those
quick?
bad boys?
No, just grabs one to go to a party and shows up and puts 12 waters down in front of the boys? Oof. Oops.
This is one
So-
12er restores 500
Yeah.
gallons to our rivers.
Our rivers. Maybe they mean, like, they probably own part of the state, and so
or
maybe
like
it really
they have
is.
them on their property, like water features, sort of just like little streams
I
and
think
rivers
they probably
running.
own half of Colorado, so some of the river is actually theirs. So,
Well, in that case, they're putting 500 gallons back in.
but are they doing that by melting ice caps somewhere else
Maybe.
with tanning beds?
Probably.
Our granddaughters and nieces tan here. It melts the water, and 500 gallons shoots into this river.
Comes in
Scan that
black
barcode.
cherry, mango, lemon, lime, and grapefruit. And I believe that these are a LaCroix-like zero-cal,
Isn't everything though?
filled with essence, none of the sugar, all of the
None of the alcohol,
all of the hints.
but all of the philanthropic nature. Did you just buy a 12-pack? Well, then we just added 500 gallons of water, but you couldn't because that you can't do it. How?
I don't know.
It's secret. It's a proprietary.
Coors family
It's
secret.
a Coors proprietary secret. Don't worry about it. But we're doing it. But you didn't do that.
I went to survival camp with a member of the Coors family.
Is that true?
Yes. Andrew.
Did Andrew make it through?
I do not
Andrew
know.
was left for dead.
We've cut him up.
Andrew
and-
Coors was cut up and fed to the rest of the
the
party.
rest of us. He made it through the survival okay, if I remember correctly.
But did he make it through life? That's
that
the
I
question.
don't know. I was not able to
Hey, Andrew,
keep tabs.
quick fucking idea. Get your shit together and collect the money Grandpa's going to give you. I can't stop drinking. If you don't drink for 6 months, your grandpa's going to give you $81 million. I can't.
Wait, who's this?
I'm imagining this person at a fucking,
can't.
delinquent camp.
Oh, it wasn't delinquent camp.
Oh, it wasn't. It was
it was
just
a survival
a
camp
survival camp.
to prepare us for.
What is he preparing for? His grandfather's a billionaire.
They're a Colorado family, man.
Oh, so
They're
they
from
have to-
the mountains,
They got to
bro.
catch carp.
So disrespectful.
Catch carp. Which river is this? It's my family's river. If you buy a 12-pack of seltzer, we turn the faucet on and it throws more water in here. It's for us.
It was not for fuck-ups.
Okay, this was just for people that wanted to learn to live off the land.
Thank you.
In case the shit went down.
I think I got sent there because I was a fuck-up.
Okay, Andrew was there
Because
he's
had
Colorado in his blood. The Rockies in his blood.
It was survival preparedness, and I think my parents sent me there in order to have me gain some perspective on the gist that I came away with from that place was that the majority of kids that were there because they wanted to know how to
catch carp with their
live
bare
off
hands.
the land.
Live off carp.
Thrive off the
Thrive
land.
off the land, like Andrew did when we ate him. His body's filled with hops and barley. Let's eat him to survive.
Shout out to Andrew Coors.
Andrew Coors, where you at? 888-842-2357.
Holler
Holler at your boy because you're probably worth
I think he sat next to me the first time I ever dipped.
dipped like worked out, like doing dips, or dip.
When you dip, I dip, we dip. No, the
I
first
see.
time I ever put a fine cut,
A bandit in your pouch.
long cut
Pouch in it.
skull
Skull pouch.
Copenhagen
What are you
wintergreen.
doing over there? I'm just pouching.
Either that or the first time I smoked a cig, something like that.
Something
The typical
nicotine related.
survival
Beer,
type skill.
cigarettes, they go together.
He was with me. I don't know if he partook,
He didn't have to,
but he was right there, supporting me
emotionally, till we ate him
till we ate him up.
to live.
So we cut the hops and barley out of his
Oh, I
body.
mean,
and
this kid's
made
filled with hops and barley.
made
We can live off him
made
for
a
days.
Soup. Day 5.
Damn it, man. The Masters, 84th edition, Thursday, November 12th to Sunday, November 15th. Real fucking stupid. Real golf tournament. So, really, like,
What do you mean?
just real stupid. You know,
'Cause it's golf?
Yeah, just real like golfy. But I kept seeing all these commercials for it. No fans this year. It's kind of a it doesn't matter. They can't make any noise anyway. So what the fuck is the difference? You know,
Well, they can make noise for little periods.
they can do peeps in between. They can cheer in between. They can pump you up. They can't take you down.
Right.
So it's not.
They can't
you know,
psych you out.
They can't psych you out, which they really should be able to do. Like we were watching that football game, it was like it almost feels real until they scored and the camera panned up and
It's like-
it was empty.
Yeah.
I don't know if when everyone's like shh 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 if it's going to make a difference at the Masters. Anyway, the Augusta National Golf Club, sometimes referred to as Augusta or the National, it's one of the most famous and exclusive golf clubs in the world. It's located in Augusta, Georgia. Augusta. It's a nonprofit. It doesn't disclose its income holdings, its membership list, or its ticket sales. Founded by Bobby Jones, golfer Bobby Jones, and Clifford Roberts. The course was designed by Jones and Alistair McKenzie and opened for play in 1932. It's been on numerous lists as one of the greatest golf courses in the country. This is where it turned a little twist. The club long held racist and sexist policies. It's weird. Golf in Georgia? No, I don't believe that. Let me read on. I was like, this can't be true. A golf course in Georgia? No. They admitted no African Americans as members until 1990. It must be a typo because it said 90. They must have meant 30. No, they meant 90. You mean when I was in high school? Yeah. Well, you were just kicking it as the Roma in high school. No women as members until 2012.
Interesting.
2012? Oh, you mean we were like deep into the podcast? Oh, you mean when we were like several years into the run of the podcast we still do? Yeah, then. Everything's fine. The club long required all caddies to be black and barred black golfers from the Masters tournament until Lee Elder participated in 1975.
Wait, required all caddies to be black? Nice. Classy.
Oh, classy. It's the Masters on CBS. Where is this? The Augusta employed only black men as caddies, as the club founder Clifford Roberts once said, as long as I'm alive, all of the golfers will be white and all of the caddies will be black. Sounds like a dope club over there. What state? Probably Vermont. Georgia? Wait, no, can't be. he killed himself on the golf course in 77. So that's what changed it. So he said, as long as I'm alive. But then he was like, but
don't worry.
But don't worry about
I'm
it.
gonna blow my brains out on the.
I did on the course. Enjoy this particular part of the course, everybody. Everything okay over here? Yeah, he did that in 77 on the banks of Ike's Pond. It's a fish pond on the course, just right there. So that's
But like at night, like did he go out by himself when no one was around, or was he like in the middle of a round?
probably like Tuesday at like 2.
It's like with buddies.
Like quiet, right before a big putt, and just like, yeah. So that's that. That's your golf tournament. Enjoy your golf tournament. And then out of that, I found out that I guess Bill Murray, he's in a Murray state of mind. He has what I've read is now a wildly successful line of golf clothing.
I was aware of that.
I did not know that. It's where golf meets irreverence and fun inspires style. So that's because he was in a movie like 70 years ago?
No.
Well, yes.
I mean, yes, but it's grown from there.
But the genesis of this, I would believe, is that his most famous movie is he's a golfer?
Well, I think the genesis of it is that it is a movie that every golfer has seen.
Have you seen that movie?
Not since I was an impressionable.
It must have been like
preteen.
Okay, that movie can't be funny.
Caddyshack.
I think that's what the name of it is.
People say it's hilarious.
People do. They say. I know they do. They do.
I remember trying to watch it as a kid a couple of times and falling asleep because I found it
not funny.
Boring.
Okay.
Wildly boring.
Wildly boring. I'm sure it's hysterical. Like all the golf hijinks.
Well, there's like a lot of gopher, him and a gopher playing.
Oh, is he like getting the gopher?
Fighting a gopher a lot?
I bet there's a lot of gopher.
Jeff, when was the last time you watched the Caddyshack?
Well,
hilarious?
I saw it as an adult, so I didn't find it that way.
How dare you? You don't golf. You don't get it.
You're obviously not an American.
You're obviously not an American golfer.
But he's an avid golfer, is he not?
Okay. So
I mean, this, like I'm saying, this is a concept that grew from maybe something, but that it's bigger than than us.
Very successful.
Bigger than you and me.
Bigger than we'll understand. Very successful.
Good
golf
for him.
Incredible for him. Why not find different revenue streams? You know, you're a successful
Japanese
actor.
whiskey.
Exactly. No one's going to see this. It doesn't matter if they do. No one's going to wear this. It doesn't matter if they don't. And they will at home watching the Masters coming up at their golf course that admitted black people in 1990. Are you guys okay? We're fine. You don't golf, bro. You wouldn't understand.
You don't get it.
You don't get it. Yeah, we take up a lot of land here. So?
Yeah, we water these lawns.
Yeah, we water them every day. So what? What? Yeah. Come at me, bro. I'm golfing over here with my buds. It's called the 19th hole. You wouldn't understand it. Stupid.
You don't get it. You don't get the reference.
You don't get the reference, caddy dude.
Caddy, man.
That movie must be so unfunny.
It's probably bad.
But there's a gopher, and what's the gopher like ripping the course up, and he's got to get him?
Yep.
So it's probably the whole movie. He's like, I'm going to get you, evil gopher.
Yeah.
And it's like an animatronic 80s gopher, like Jaws at the Universal.
I love the fact that you pretend like you're guessing, but
I just
but
know
in
that.
actuality, you know precisely what is happening in the movie.
I can only imagine. Because
you've never seen it like a slumber party at a friend's house?
I'm sure at a slumber party with the girls I saw it in between pillow fights. Definitely would have to say I probably saw it.
Definitely.
But the same way we've talked about 1,000 movies on this show that we think we've seen, but like, you know, in our heads we're told that like we should still be wearing William Murray golf clothing because of Caddyshack from 40 years ago. And we're like, but we really have to do that still?
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Keep an eye on these things. Hey, when did you admit ladies? 2012.
Right after the Mayan calendar.
Right after. Remember that whole thing with Gyllenhaal? Right after that. And everything's okay with that. Yeah, it was. They were kind of forced us to. We would have tried to push it,
We
but
could have kept it going a lot longer.
Things got like by the time Weinstein, we would have had caved there. But yeah, we did. We held out as long as we could. It's all right.
How about a little COVID?
What do you mean?
Little COVID news. Now that
What do you mean?
we're in real time. We can talk about current events, things to brace ourselves for.
All
looking
right.
ahead.
Okay.
As Americans brace for a winter marked by COVID-19, social distancing, and the usual cold weather that spreads across much of the country, health experts are cautioning that seasonal depression could be amplified as 2020 winds to a close. The year has already been marred by mental health hurdles, but as temperatures start dropping and sunlight begins to wane, people might have even less incentive to get out of the house safely. That presents a challenge for the roughly 5% of Americans who deal with seasonal depression. Properly known as seasonal affective disorder, the type of depression is characterized by the changing of season and is linked to a biochemical imbalance in the brain brought about by less sunlight, most commonly beginning in fall and lasting through the winter. I have this, obviously.
Well, that's
You
what I
know
was thinking of you. You already have, you don't have coronavirus. You have seasonal affective disorder.
Yeah, born and raised with it.
But now,
Born and raised.
I was born and raised with it.
Born into it.
It runs in my family.
Yeah, it's
genetic.
It's a Cali kid,
I mean, Benjamin's is crippling.
And it is more common among women,
Oh, never. Okay.
young adults,
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so all right, 1, 2, check,
former
check.
Rastafarians.
Yeah, check.
Celebrities, kids, and
Yeah.
former Rastafarians.
Yeah.
It is more common among women, young adults, and those who live further from the equator, according to the Cleveland Clinic. In a winter that is expected to bring increased isolation and stress, those symptoms could certainly be worsened by the pandemic. Quote, there's less activity, there's less socialization, and
Oh
there
my
are
God.
less mastery activities. Like golf?
Archery?
There are less pleasurable activities. So in general, there's an increase in depression, not to mention job losses and losses of people.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're facing.
Said Dr. Lotta McGinn, professor of psychology at Yeshiva University, co-founder of Cognitive and Behavioral Consultants. A combination of all those things, I think, would
That's
put
a lot of
us more at risk this winter. A couple of symptoms to look out for seasonal depression.
Okay.
Sadness.
You look sad.
It shares many of the same symptoms as depression.
Okay.
Loss of interest in activities that one previously enjoyed.
Golf.
Changes in appetite or eating habits.
Starving.
Changes in sleep.
Oh, I mean,
Loss of energy.
how can we
this
even
is like
differentiate?
day
This
to
is-
day?
this is life.
This is like
I mean, like-
3 to 4 days a week.
no matter what, But when the sun goes down, it's dark at 3:30. That's when it does you dirty.
Didn't make me feel good today. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's like it creeps up on you. Like I know we've had a week to get used to it, but when it's dark at 3:30,
it's not cool.
it really kind of like it
Not a
really
cool-
shocks you to
It's
the
not
core.
a cool thing.
Time is it? It's 3:30. What's going on here? Yeah, don't worry about it. It's pitch black. Enjoy it. Is it pitch black when you get up? Yeah, as long as you don't get up before 10.
Very extreme.
It's basically light out from 10 to 2:30.
I would prefer it if they did it maybe like, could you like fudge it? Like, could you do it twice a year and make it just half hour each time
Or
so
do
that
15
it's like
minutes,
a little
yeah.
bit?
It's a shock to the system,
It
and I'm
sucks.
worried. If
It
you
sucks.
combine that with what's going on and with the sort of stress that comes with November, December generally,
Come on.
Come on.
No bueno.
why is everybody so sad? Well, I don't know.
I don't know. What do you
You just gave me
think?
all the symptoms. It's been the symptoms we have for the last 8
Dark,
months.
Gets dark at 4. It's dark by
Yeah.
4. I'm hanging out with my fucking family
Yeah.
for the next
Yeah.
2 months.
Live with my parents,
you
and I
know,
just got a parking ticket. So what do you think?
so many parking tickets. I'm watching these fools. They're just fucking out.
Oh, they're loving it.
They're loving
They're
it.
loving it.
Well, they haven't had a fucking job.
Yeah.
What have they been doing?
They're loving it.
What have they been doing?
Plotting.
No, seriously though.
I bet training.
Did they get like
training?
furloughed?
No, they've been refining their skills. Deep training. They go off to like some sort of like boot camp to like get better at it. Those binoculars? Yeah, they're mini binoculars. We didn't use them before, but now we can really. Is he under your car? Yeah, he's been waiting under the car for it to turn 8.
He travels.
He just like
latches on.
under. That's a really elaborate system. Yeah, he's really hooked in. The second that thing, when it goes to red, what was he doing? He's in the tree. He's been training for 8 months. You fucking people. It's so awful. I mean, I know you got to do it. It's a job and you got to do it, but it's like, guys,
Today was in Echo Park. I was parked waiting for a dog walker sitter guy that I was going to drop my dogs off with. So I was just sitting in the car, and I parked, and I noticed that I was on a street cleaning side of the street, which is, I was in the car, I was running, I was like, I'm not moving.
we have no.
But just watch this fool just systematically go down. But then he dips, then the sweep truck
You
comes.
think he dips.
But the
When he made eye contact with you, he's like, oh, I'm dipping. But then he really just.
but then the sweep truck comes, and the sweep truck tips this dude off in his apartment, and he comes running down, so I get to see him see the truck pull away, and like him look at his car and like see the ticket. And
Realize.
it's just like, oh, you're back in it, you know.
Back in it.
But so many people have let it go. Like normally you would see maybe one or two cars that fuck up.
Takes a
There was
second.
literally like
Yeah.
14 cars down the
When
street.
you're
and I was
conditioned or
like,
something, you take an 8-month break.
Doesn't take long. Takes
Like-
2 weeks to forget about something.
You're exactly right.
To adopt or abandon a habit.
2 weeks, I think. Right? That's what they say.
sure.
I think it's
10,000 hours to master it. 2 weeks to forget it.
for something that you've mastered to forget if you don't do. That's why I juggle all day, every day.
Every day,
First thing in the
all
morning.
day.
Let me get out the old. I want to fuck this up. I've got a Dear Amy here. I'm recently divorced, Jonathan. And my ex-husband and I, we share custody of our 8-year-old daughter. As we were working out the conditions of our divorce, my ex was cultivating a quote-unquote friendship with Cindy, the wife of our workout trainer. Does that make sense? At the time, he and I were still intimate. Cindy was seeing him regularly. She furnished his new apartment and bought him a new wardrobe. One day he told me he had made out with Cindy and that he was afraid that he might end up having sex with her. I'm so scared. I'm so terrified. I asked if Cindy's husband knew, and my ex said no. I didn't want her husband to get cheated on, and so I told him. I wasn't tactful. Cindy told him that she was just a friend and that I am blaming her for our divorce. Her husband decided to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I was disgusted. Now I only interact with my ex regarding our daughter. Recently, Cindy has been offering to babysit our daughter when my ex picks up work during his custody times. She has also taken to buying gifts for her. I haven't reacted when my daughter told me who was buying her these things. It is really getting to me, though. Well, how do I handle this? That's from Unsweetened Mama.
I mean, fucking.
He is absolutely, first of all, he's fucking terrified of having sex with her. I'm scared. I'm so scared right now of having sex with her, that I might have sex with her. I'm terrified.
Wait, can you stop somebody from
Having
you
sex
can.
with somebody?
No.
No, once that's motion, no.
No, well, you can be like, can't you forbid somebody from like
Being
watching
around.
your daughter like unaccompanied unless it's like a legal guardian or something? Can't you be like, no, like you can't.
I don't know.
Unless
I
he's
mean,
there,
like,
you can't have anything to do with her.
I don't think so. I think if that person is an adult and they have been, by proxy, they have been granted authorization, then they can corrupt and or buy gifts for your child while you're ratting everybody out. Because your husband's terrified he might have sex with her.
You were also so untactful, and yet the trainer gave everyone the benefit of the doubt.
So like,
what
yeah,
the
so
fuck?
like maybe like it's on you, yo. And how are the gifts? Are they better than the gifts you get?
Definitely.
Oh my God, because she listens. She actually listens to the daughter.
I'm very confused by this.
I think it's just she's fucking pissed.
I understand
Because
that.
she loves
I'm confused by everyone.
You know what she's upset about is the beautiful loafers
Everyone's
that her
choices.
fucking ex-husband is like, who got you those? Oh, don't worry about it. I got a whole new wardrobe. Loafers? You
Cindy.
would never wear loafers with me.
Cindy copped them.
Cindy,
for
I
me.
got them. I wear them without socks. So we found it in a magazine. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Mom. Yeah, I don't think there's anything you can do about that when you're given like authorization by proxy. But maybe you're right. Maybe it's illegal for her to watch the child. If the husband, well, wait a minute. If they have a custody agreement, this man's not allowed to pick up work shifts during that allotted
Well, he's
time.
allowed to, but
Oh,
he
he
can't.
is. Maybe I'm
Stupid
saying,
words. He loses that time. He doesn't get to be like, okay, I can't do it because I picked up
Yeah.
work, but my friend Cindy's gonna hang out with the kid.
yeah.
You don't get to do that.
I suppose, yeah, if it's not him, you've lost time.
It's illegal.
It's illegal. So what you need to do, see how we solve it when we get to the bottom of it? Let me talk about legality. We got some great news on Judge Judy's new TV show, a.k.a. Judy Justice. It's been picked up for 100 episodes.
Is she really a judge?
She is really a judge. She adjudicates. I watch it. 100 episodes. It will stream exclusively on IMDb TV.
What is that?
I don't know. You go to IMDb TV and you just, I guess you watch. We'll
TV?
find out. IMDb TV.
.com?
Dot something. Dot MailChimp. Dot, I don't know. This is it's Amazon's free ad-supported streaming service.
Free ad-supported streaming service
Thank you.
owned by Amazon.
Thank you, Mr. Bezos.
But called International Movie Database TV.
International, is that what IMDb is? International Movie.
What does it mean? What does it
I
stand
don't know.
for?
Probably.
That's right.
Internet. No, it's not. It's international because it's doing actors from all over the world.
So it's Internet Movie Database TV.
.com.
.net.
.mailchimp.
.tv. .net. International? Internet.
Internet.
Same thing.
It's yours is better. Yours is more correct.
Sounds cooler.
If I look up a Bollywood actress, am I
I
not
want
going international in my search?
International Movie Database.
Internet is everything. You don't have to. Everything is internet. So you don't have to specify that. That's like you don't say the Big Island. You say Big Island.
Big Island.
I don't say internet. I just say life.
Yeah. Global Movie
I say
Database.
breathing. I say digest.
Earthbound Movie Database.
Yeah. So look for that. We're gonna
Where?
keep an eye on that. On the internet, on the international, I call it. I've got a monumental season number 15 on CMT of Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders making the team. They're slightly behind us. We started in February of 06. They started in September of 06.
You've seen every season.
Every episode.
Every season.
Tuesday, November 24th is the kickoff of this season 15. It will simulcast on sister network MTV, which stands for Monster Television. The auditions were done virtually this year, and the training camp that we will see, the women will be living in a bubble. Living, loving, learning, laughing within a bubble.
So they do it virtually, but they force
Auditions virtually.
Auditions happen virtually.
And then
but
once we
they
knew
pick
we had the
team,
cream of the crop,
they put them in a biosphere.
put them in a biosphere, if you will. Gave them tank tops, booty shorts, and pillows. And they said, go
And
nuts.
chlorophyll pills.
Go nuts for season 15. Because that's where you see the heart and the soul of it right there.
But is this all been filmed already?
It's been filmed.
It's done.
Completed. Just like my season. Completed.
And then they will drop all of them at once?
No, this is
till
a
we-
Mandalorian situation. How's Mandalorian? I don't know. Because they don't release them.
12 minutes of
I
it.
watched one. Unbelievable. Nothing's worse, though. You know, for me, I have a list of everything I'm always watching on all my streaming sites. Now, my Hulu shit pops off at 9 p.m. because they give me that fucking East Coast flavor. Motherfucking Netflix, and I do it to myself every time just to get angry. Every single thing on Netflix, they make you wait till your actual fucking midnight for that whatever day it's released. You got to wait till 12:01. Oh, that makes me so mad. Oh, that makes me so mad.
But 12:01 Pacific time.
Yeah. So if something comes out on Wednesday, I go to watch it on
But I'm
Tuesday night.
saying
I got to
if
wait till
I get
midnight.
on Netflix in New York on my account at midnight. Can I watch it there?
mean, it's midnight where you live.
That's it. Where you are.
Where you are, they know. Now Hulu, 9 p.m.
So they just East Coast feed.
They drop it.
But like I'm saying, if you and I were watching something,
Let's say you and I are holding hands watching something.
no, you and I are not holding hands.
Okay.
We're separate places. And all of a sudden, I've binged Bosch.
Okay.
New season drops. Oh wait, what's Bosch on?
That's on Amazon.
That doesn't count.
Yeah.
But if I was in New York, I could technically watch it at midnight there,
And I wouldn't
it
see
would
it.
be 9
Oh,
o'clock.
you know how much that would burn me.
I could be done with the season.
You could be done
almost.
with the series and call me and be like, "Have you seen any little baby?" While I'm sitting, hitting refresh, knowing. Oh, it's so frustrating.
I bet you the way to do that
How do we do it?
with a VPN.
Oh, I could
right?
I could route it to a different
Makes-
different IP
it'll
address.
It'll make it think you're in.
Baby,
New
I'm in
York.
Japan. I watched it yesterday. I don't know. Give me a country. Is that us?
Yeah.
So again, like
I'm
I
in
said,
I'm
like
in
I
New
knew,
Zealand.
like I knew. I'm in Auckland, baby. I'm done with Mandalorian. Oh no, that's only once a week still. Stop doing that.
Which is the way to do it.
Give it to me.
But that has to be. There has to be, as much as it gives us something,
Yeah.
it must devalue it in a way. Because, Doc,
I know what you mean.
hey, do you like this movie? Well, guess what? It's 7 hours long, and we're going to put one out every single year.
You mean Quibi?
But I mean, you know what I mean?
Hence-
It's like, oh, you like this movie? Well, guess what? It's actually 8 hours of a movie. And we have to make a new one. It's an 8-hour movie. We have to make a new one every year. And you get to watch it like all at once. As opposed to stringing you along.
Yeah, I need it.
Of course you need it. I'm saying I don't.
It's the
Well, I think
it's
the
the
thing
user experience artistically for the creators, to respect the creators that give us their product. It's better to do it in a smaller span. I
believe
finally learned that, having never binged anything. In
You
getting
think
to
it's better?
getting to do my 12 days of Cranston, if I watched Breaking Bad over the course of 9 years, it would have sucked.
The feeling.
The experience. The experience is with me in a deeper, more profound way. If I could have done Mad Men like that, it's over. I'd be camped outside of fucking his house right now, tented out, waiting to meet him. It sucks.
I mean, the thing about, I'll say for me, it's the only possibility for me watching something.
Oh, yeah.
Is if I can binge it.
Yeah, you
Because
can-
you
yeah,
can't, I mean,
you
I
can.
can't even get through a binge
Yeah.
without like,
Without
oh, I
that.
love this show, let me stop.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, I'm not the only fucking person. I heard quite a few people hit me after talking about that on the show.
Must be a condition.
It's not a condition. Yours is a condition.
Okay.
Ours is normal. That if you
Okay.
love something, you don't want to see it
You
go
set
away.
it free.
You don't want to.
Maybe
you
it will
don't
come
want
back.
to die.
Yeah. So you
stave.
see if it comes back to you.
No, you just.
You set it free. No, I know
you
that. It's a
stave
poem,
off
right?
the
Yeah.
inevitable by saving a couple of episodes. This is why you do that.
Okay.
Because as you get closer to something, knowing that something is about to be over,
Finality.
and you have defined clearly in your heart and mind, soul, the mood that said thing puts you into.
I'm with you.
You hold on to those
Ah.
ones for when it is
I need to get
that
back
you
there.
need to feel that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nope.
Nope, but yeah.
But nope. It's also good too, because when you go back to it and you're like, I totally don't fucking remember where the fuck we
Who
left
doesn't
off.
remember? I remember everything.
Like what did this person?
There's nothing in my mind that I have gotten through that you couldn't just stick me in front of it and be like, here's the next episode.
You're right
and I'd
back.
be like, I remember everything.
I remember I was wearing Jenkos the last time we dropped off. I'm right back, baby. Get him.
But, you know, see, this is what this
Okay.
is my thought.
You've created a mood.
This is my thought about
Okay.
that. Is it possible that people that do that versus you have an insatiable need to see it and finish it
Yeah.
as soon as you possibly can.
Is whatever's allowed by law.
But if, hear me out,
I'm listening.
theoretically, you couldn't possibly do that if you were as emotionally affected by the things that you watch as I am.
Okay, you're saying there's more of a you are more thoroughly emotionally involved,
More deeply
engaged and affected.
How about just more deeply affected? Not to say that I love it more
Okay.
or less or anything like that, because there's no question that I believe that you,
Okay.
I mean, you have a deep love and understanding of the things. I mean, but the fact that you need to do that for things that you don't even like
Okay.
might indicate that we process those things maybe differently,
Okay.
and that maybe I'm overly affected, and that maybe you're underly affected.
Okay.
Because I have things that I like to watch, but I have to be in a certain mood to watch them,
Okay.
because it actually can
Yeah. It's
fuck me up,
Fuck you up.
or send me further down, or take me out of something. Whereas I think with you, I don't think you quite.
So you're saying I'm a sociopath.
No, I just think you maybe aren't quite as susceptible to that.
Okay.
But that the overwhelming need is to finish it, to see it through.
Gotta finish it.
Then to maybe, like I said, that I start maybe chipmunking away things that I'm like, I know this makes me feel a certain type of way.
Yeah.
And I know that there are times when I need to feel that. So I'm going to cheek those for now.
I need that. So because when I need to get back in this headspace, I have it. I know it's here for
Or
me.
what I need to reinforce.
I need to reinforce this value.
This feeling.
value. That's I believe that one little part of that is also, I think, for me is I take in such an abundance, an overwhelming amount of content that I have to do it in that way, just because it's coming at me like a freight train, and I
Again,
yeah.
I don't think I could emotionally subject myself to that.
Yeah. Okay,
I don't
that makes
think I
sense.
have the ability
To do
to digest that much
Yeah.
and not maybe blow my brains
Okay.
out. Especially because, like I said,
Yeah.
you do it to things that you just even are, that you are compulsed to finish and see through. Not even that you're like, I'm super down
things
with this.
things I'm not enjoying, things I'm like hate watching,
And
things.
so I don't even know. I don't know how I would.
Yeah.
Like, I have a hard time being in a room with something that I'm like not vibing on, much less like I'm going to like
going in, strapping in.
finish this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see this through.
I hear you.
So, yeah, sociopath maybe.
That's it. I'll give you something.
Light sociopathy.
Premiering Sunday, November 15th.
Sociopathy?
Sociopathy. We have a 4-part docu-series on HBO
Watch 3 of them.
Max.
3 parts.
You'll watch 3.5 parts. Murder on Middle Beach. In March of 2010, single mother Barbara Hamburg is found murdered near her home in the upper middle class enclave of Madison, Connecticut. Investigators speculated that her murder appeared to be a crime of passion, but without enough evidence, the case grew cold. So over the course of 8 years, Madison Hamburg, Barbara's son, has interviewed family members, hoping to learn more about his mother and gathering evidence in case he can solve this murder. It sent him into a deep web of buried familial secrets, connections to shadowy criminal figures, and the uncovering of years-old resentments in his deceptively serene hometown. While Madison wrestles with troubling revelations about his mother, the most unsettling conflict comes from Madison's obligation to bring into question those inside his community, but even worse, members of his own family.
All right.
That's 4 parts, Murder on Middle Beach. We needed a November docuseries that you can finish maybe by New Year's.
next
I'll have that
Thanksgiving.
knocked out by 2 a.m. Monday morning, the 16th.
I mean, that's the other thing is that you will also tell me how it ends. So I mean, it is
Yeah, that
like
kinda-
I also
Yeah, it's like,
you know,
you
I
know
only
what?
need it. I only need it so much
It's
because
true.
I'm not trying to answer
Before
questions
you're like,
for myself.
yeah, it's the mailman killed Madison's mom. She was having an affair with him. It's crazy. So
well-
yeah, little 4-part docu-series. Got to keep those docu-series rolling. Hey, it's November, December. Can you give us like several to
You
get us through?
Should be dropping several.
Now
on
you
us.
should be dropping several. You should have known that back in March. You should have figured that out. Anything coming for 2021 should have gotten dropped right now, November,
Is there
December.
any like have you talked about any are there any like COVID lifetime Hallmark holidays, COVID Christmas?
Tune in for 8/29, and I'm going to give you some.
All right, deal. I will. I
You're like,
will,
I'll do that.
absolutely. That is one episode I will watch.
I'm not going to miss that. Hey, if you've been at 8/29, they're going to, I'm in. I like what you're saying. It's an emotional, yeah, and it is true, because I don't know if it's a pathology. It's probably not a skill or my constitution, but the amount that I can watch and watch in a not in a I'm crocheting while I'm doing this, or like puttering, like where I am drinking coffee and like staring at it and like remembering, like I'm never gonna forget what he said right
I'm
here.
never gonna forget this.
And it will be like, man, you just knocked out like,
yeah,
a series and 2 docs today.
I would think that I'm gonna say I do think it is like, and this isn't a.
it's not a slight on me.
It's
not,
also not a judgment on either of our
Okay.
our dispositions, but that I'm maybe a bit more emotionally susceptible to the way it makes me feel.
I'll say yes.
And that is something that I have to bear in mind when I'm choosing how and what and when to
Yeah.
indulge in that stuff. And then when I do find something, and this is maybe where my quirk happens,
Yeah.
when I do find something that I like the way it makes me feel, I probably start to try to dole myself out that as much as possible, because I
like that in moderation.
I don't want to feel like
Honey, let's just do one.
I don't like the feeling that there's
Yeah.
nothing out there that I care about.
I think 1 episode's enough. What? Yeah, it's like a glass of wine. Let's just have one with dinner.
No, I mean,
I mean,
I didn't.
can't stop.
Yeah.
Could that could also be some compulsion and some addiction psychology in there as well.
Both of them.
Okay.
It's like doing all the drugs, or like, do I just do little bits of the drug so I can do the drug
Okay,
all
so
the time?
so this streaming service gives me 1 line of coke, and this one's called the Pablo Escobar Network.
Well, but also, like I'm saying, because actually I talked to somebody else about this, and they asked about the way in which I would do my drugs. The idea that you could do all the drugs in one sitting versus like, no, I never don't want to have the drug, so I'm going to just try to pepper as much of it as I can for as long as I can.
Okay.
Ultimately, you wind up doing the same thing. You buy more drugs, but
Yes.
that maybe...
And by drugs, you mean streaming services. You're
By
forced
drugs,
to get
I mean-
another streaming service.
I mean, Ridley Scott's
Yeah.
sci-fi
like, what the fuck?
series.
Like, leave me alone with your services.
It's something I was thinking about, though. I mean, it doesn't come without having really like been like, what is that?
Like, what's wrong with him?
And what's wrong with him? And what's wrong with me?
Yeah. Something wrong with him. We've been trying to figure it out.
But it was nice to hear that other people
They do that.
do weird shit like that, like I do.
Yeah.
I know that there's other people that probably not to the volume of you, but are in that same steez. But to hear that other people like bank like I don't want this to end.
This is my emotional bank episode. I keep it right here.
I don't want this to end.
I love this mood. You know the mood that I have right now?
I'm gonna hold on to this one.
There's only 3 minutes left in this episode. No. I'm gonna stop right here. I'll know where we are. I'll pick up.
I'll pick up in a few
pick right
years.
up.
Pick it right up.
Come back 2 years later for the character to close the door and like point at somebody. Awesome.
Mood attained.
Mood gotten. are you gonna do?
So, and I'm gonna go on record as saying, as I'm gonna report.
You report. We report. You decide.
Yeah,
It's like Fox
I'm
News.
I do not.
We're watching a lot of Fox News here.
I don't endorse this.
Okay. What this sort of what
This
sort of
activity, this type of activity.
this is this trolling? What is this?
I don't know what it is. Is that what they would call it?
Pranking? It seemed like it was in good-natured fun. I thought, but
For
maybe
you.
not.
For us, for them, not for
Micah.
For Micah. So we talked about Seth's favorite virtual resort,
If you will.
Escapes.
Getaway.
Escapes, going out of business. We reported about their having a GoFundMe.
Yes.
Uh,
Needed to raise
raising-
$150,000.
on the road to 150K.
What'd they get to before
As of Wednesday, November 4th,
yesterday?
$785.
Okay.
Um,
$185.
somebody was nice enough to.
It's a listener of Yeah Dude.
Obviously, somebody heard the show and they looked it up, got a kick out of it, reached out
Hey, what's wrong with that? Somebody had a laugh. Isn't that what we're doing over here?
at Micah's expense.
What? No, this is just
At Micah's expense.
okay.
Said, hey, my name's Seth. So also
Okay, so
impersonating a celebrity.
That's federally impersonating a celebrity is federally illegal over state lines. If this person does not live in California who pulled this prank,
Yeah.
that's federal crime. So a listener of the show somewhere outside of California, federal
criminal.
contacts Micah, says that they're me, leaves your email and phone number or our phone number, your email,
My email
and says,
says, hey man. Well, we don't know what he says, but what we know, or he or she,
or she,
Hello,
or
Seth. they, possibly, yeah. I mean,
someone contacts. It could be a cabal. Could be a whole
be a-
dormitory floor. I
could
don't
be a
know.
whole office
Could be a whole office.
in a conference room with a speakerphone. Hello, Seth. Thank you for your interest and inquiry
Oh, okay.
regarding the pink/violet/white tree.
Oh, yes.
If you would like to purchase it, I can send you a PayPal link.
Okay.
Please note that the tree would need to be picked up between November 1st and November 6th. It is roughly 7 feet high
Wow.
and 5 feet wide.
Decorative.
I would recommend renting a U-Haul truck and not a van
I'd
to transport
I'd
it.
recommend not buying this because
What?
it's trash.
What is it?
It's like a plastic fucking this AstroTurf. Again, they're selling everything that's in this. They're selling off everything that's left, like massage chairs,
Well, hold on.
which would be great if I got you that.
Well,
Merry
love our decor? Question mark.
Yes.
Massage chairs, $3,500 and $5,000.
Perfect.
Patio chairs, $200. Sold.
Oh, okay.
Metal locker for $50.
I got you a metal
What
lock.
about the fucking only thing that's of any value in there, which would be the virtual reality equipment?
Proprietary to Micah.
Some Mica blend.
Jonathan asked me, "What did you get me for Christmas?" I bought you a metal locker from Escapes. It's autographed by Micah. So but what I guess is ultimately not funny is that Micah was under the
By the way,
impression.
I believe the tree is being sold for $1,000.
Well, you couldn't have said that properly because it's a.
Is this? Do you remember the tree?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I remember it.
You remember this tree?
Yeah, I remember it. It's a beautiful plastic 7-foot tall decorative tree sitting on
About 5 feet
AstroTurf.
wide.
About 5 feet wide. Cost about $1,000. Micah, your grasp of money in the world is so motherfucking off. I think, what'd you think this tree go for? I think I sell this tree for about $1,000.
What do you think those chairs cost new? About $3,500 and $5,000 each?
I think those chairs brand new cost $2,500.
He's trying to come up on all this stuff.
Jonathan, he put his 401k into this. He better come up on something. So I guess it is unfortunate because this man believed
on top of.
But again, I'm so angry.
Okay, the first one, I laughed. I forwarded it to Seth.
We all had a laugh.
But then when
Isn't
I
that
got
what-
another one, like, hey Seth, like Micah again, like,
Where you
haven't
at?
heard from
Where
you.
you
like,
at, brah?
Where you at, brah?
Living under this tree, brah. When you picking it
I'm
up?
at the Chipotle. Where are you?
Where you at, yo?
So
Already
stop
s-
doing that. On
I have
our
all my
behalf.
belongings in the locker, and I just sold the locker. So what's up?
So cut it out.
What a rough year all around.
Listen, it's
It's tough.
a rough year all around.
That seasonal affective disorder rolling in strong. Combine that with everything we've gone through.
What about the no escape? No lack of escape.
Lack of escapes when I need it most. Post-election, pre-Thanksgiving. That's my escapes time. You know those 2 weeks every 4 years is when I escape out every day.
That's when I escape the hardest. That's when I do my deepest escape.
What the fuck am I going to do? Yeah, what about your proprietary fucking VR tech?
Holding on to that.
You holding on to
Because
that?
maybe he's gonna start doing like more like house calls, private party kind of thing. Maybe he's going like
Yeah.
non-brick and mortar.
I don't know
Mobile.
what he's doing.
Maybe he's got like a Sprinter van he's gonna kind of trick out.
Sure, you saw that fucking hot garbage that fucking Kanye gave Kim, that hologram of her fucking deceased father, that
Am I the only person that hasn't seen
terrible
this?
gift.
How do you show? Is it? Because I guess I've seen some footage.
I guess
of
you,
the
like, look up into the
Tupac one
sky.
at Coachella, but it's always like you can't really make it out.
I think
like,
you just like look up into the sky and it appears. You have to go outside and you look up into the sky and you're like, that's my dad.
So she got.
But just to know that Alki, who owns Hologram USA, is suing Kanye, who we've discussed multiple times. Hologram USA,
I hope
Hollywood
he
Boulevard.
wins.
Hope he takes him down. I hope he loses all of his lawsuits where he's acting inappropriately
And then
with people.
And then-
but I hope on this lawsuit,
yeah, to pay for those.
to pay for this, he'll tell Kanye, I want to reopen this theater and you can't use my proprietary tech.
Is he suing him for the tech or for the likenesses?
Just,
oh, he
but-
can't. Probably not the likeness of her dad.
The likeness of her father, Alki David actually owns. It's a very convoluted. It all happened after the OJ. It's very
Very, very.
litigation as we're seeing now.
Lots of
Lawsuits are
litigation.
very complicated.
In Vegas news, MGM Resorts will soon bring back several top entertainment acts to the Strip,
Fuck yeah.
including
See?
David Copperfield,
Oh.
Carrot Top,
Oh.
and my favorite, the Jabberwockies.
Oh man. All stars.
The shows are
Walkie's still doing it, huh?
Walkies are still doing it. They're like international, like superstars.
How?
Don't know.
Because they like move in unison?
Yeah.
And that's still when they wear the
pop-
masks?
They pop and then lock in.
Do they
unison.
pop and lock with a mask? And people just yell walkies?
I think so.
Wow.
How long ago was that? That show?
Dog.
So
that's
you think you can dance?
So
What was
long
it
ago.
called?
No, that was it was America's Best Dance Crew. Was
Yes.
that the name of it?
Yeah.
That was a long
Homeboy
time
caught
ago.
a case. The old host caught a case.
Oh, probably something inappropriate sexually, I would
Yeah,
imagine. 'Cause they
underage.
always do those dances. You got to watch out for that dance world. It's a dance of a lot of sensuality and movement.
Yeah, fluidity.
Fluidity. And
you
so
know
the
it.
guys take advantage of that. So
the
you're
shows are
sending your
set to-
daughter to a dance class taught by a 22-year-old dude in a bunch of fucking... Oh, no, it's David. Don't worry. He's a great dancer. He went on tour with Fergie for London's
the
Bridges, or where the fuck that was.
Fergalicious
He was
tour.
Fergalicious for 2 months. He's totally trustworthy. Too much fluidity in that world to have around adult men around underage kids.
That's fair.
Too much fluidity.
Fair.
Jabberwocky's still doing with.
I love the walkies.
I hated the walkies.
I loved them. I knew they were the best. Dance
With a man,
crew.
they take mask. And Shaq was like, Shaq's like, I want to be a walkie. Guys are still walking, huh?
In Vegas.
In Vegas, no less.
That's a huge boon. That's like Blue Man.
How long can you watch somebody dance?
Hour and a half.
Hour and 55
With a
minutes
break.
with a break. 2.5 hours. Dance, dance, dance. Wild. I'd rather, you know what? I'd see the walk. Well, I'd never seen David Copperfield. I'd want to do that just to be like, oh my god, I did it. I would see the walkies before.
You would be more entertained by the walkies.
What about? Would you be more entertained by Carrot Top?
No.
What if Carrot Top did a solid 90 minutes with like
He's
130 different
he's
props?
my least favorite.
Okay. But his body though,
His body's my
jacked body,
favorite.
shredded
His
body,
crazy jacked body with cut off Daisy Dukes. is my
shredded
favorite.
top.
Shred top.
Your jeans, dog. Your jeans are tight and they're small and they're fit in their
I feel like I get my fill of him on
just
my feed.
on the gram, yeah.
November 6th returning, so that's like imminent.
happening.
That's happening as we speak. Tickets are already available on Ticketmaster.
Let's go.
Quote,
Vegas is back, baby.
After 8 months, it's time to bring entertainment back to the entertainment capital of the world.
Okay, so who are we bringing? So you
that
didn't
was-
announce anybody.
I thought LA, Hollywood was the entertainment capital of
I'm
the world.
pretty sure it is. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Vegas?
Now, while there is still a long road in our city's recovery to reintroduction of these shows is
You
an
think?
important first step.
Crucial.
Get-togethers at larger venues will be subject to the same capacity rules, 250 people or 50% capacity, except in places with multiple distinct rooms, arenas, areas, or buildings that are physically separated. I don't know what that means.
Don't know
Owners
either.
of such facilities may host gatherings of up to 250 people per room, so long as they maintain separate entrances and exits and or stagger entrance and exit times to avoid congestion.
No.
Each designated area must minimize the use of shared facilities, such as restrooms. Event staff and hosts do not count toward gathering capacity limits.
So you don't use the same
At
restroom
least 25 feet should be maintained between the stage and the crowd.
between each Jabberwocky.
Between each walkie. Performers have to wear a mask unless they are singing.
Well, Jabberwockies are fine. We're fine.
First ones.
Don't worry about it.
Performers have to wear a mask unless they are singing
How good would that be for Carrot Top? Cover
or
that
playing
fucking mug
a
up.
woodwind.
Hey, Carrot Top, cover that mug up. I've been yelling that for 20 years.
Every show I go
Every
to.
show I've seen. Now he has to.
Unless playing a woodwind or a brass instrument,
Jesus, this is like...
you must be wearing a mask. Intermission should be extended.
Wait a
that-
minute. You don't have to wear a mask if you're wearing doing...
Singing or playing sax.
Well, then Carrot Top will just... Every prop will be
Like,
a woodwind. Like saxophone, like... Yeah. Shit.
Intermission should be extended so the people don't congregate
This is going to work.
while getting snacks and beverages.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's
I will
in-
say this.
I'd say everyone that's in Vegas for these shows, they're real mask people anyway.
Well, I will say this.
So-
my friends, I have some friends that have been. I have friends that have been in Vegas over the last 2 weeks.
So your friends that are monsters.
One went to a Playboy party.
Wait a minute. Let me take... Sorry. Excuse me.
The requirement
Spoke a
there
little
was
bit.
that you had to, in order to gain entrance into the party, you needed to buy a cabana so that you could be like, everyone was like distanced
Pods.
via the cabana.
Playboy pods.
Playboy cabana pods. My other friends went for their anniversary
Not following you.
and
A wedding anniversary?
wedding anniversary.
They went to Las Vegas
So like party.
to party.
Maybe they got married there.
Okay. Okay.
So
Back to the scene of the crime.
they've literally, you walk into the casino, the first thing is like, it's like a huge like outbreak, like station of like sinks, shoe cleaning, hand cleaning.
Triage, like walk
You're
through.
not allowed to be in the casino or the hotel or anything without a mask on. Only time you're allowed to have the mask, you're allowed to smoke with a mask off is if you're sitting at a machine. They've gotten very, very serious about it there. However, my friend's observation was that because no one's been going,
Yeah.
they have been like putting out like cheaper and crazier deals,
To entice.
and that apparently the clientele have gotten
More Fremont situation.
little rowdy.
Fremont has moved its way over to the strip.
He was like, it was pretty ratchet.
Wow.
He's like, the whole place was like, oh, this, because like this is a place that like normally is like sort of high roller. Like probably you and I would be like, no, we're cool. Like we'll grab a bite and then
I mean,
like
it's
like expensive hotels. And he was like, it was fucking ratchet.
They're really
in
trying
there.
to get people in there.
And everyone's just
It's
like,
cheap anyway on a good time, so they must really...
yeah, pretty ratchet.
Wow, like $29. Come on,
But
have a suite.
partying.
Yeah, people are partying,
the
I guess.
cabana, I think the cabana for the party was $1,000.
Okay, that's insane.
but they gave you like an
discounted.
alcohol voucher, and like it was like all the booze you could drink
all
for
the
buying
all the
fucking-
vapes you could pass around.
Yeah.
You like banana vape? Let me try it.
I mean, can you imagine though,
Um,
being in Vegas, like
no,
during
no,
like in a casino with like recycled air?
no. Watching somebody smoking because it's okay, because as long as you're facing a machine. If you're facing a machine, you can smoke.
Ooh.
If your head tilts either way,
Down, mask down.
no. That's
You think it's more
That's a-
dangerous there than other places? I bet you it's less dangerous there. Because
What are my
all they're doing
alternatives?
is trying to figure out a way to like not make anything happen there, because they need people to come there. So they must be doing like everything within their power to like. No.
no. You're talking about a city that makes $1 billion a day every day, and where there's literally no rules. And for 8 months, they've made $31, and now they're trying to open it back up. So they would, their concern for your safety, truly is would not imagine as high as maybe like our mom's concern for our safety would be.
Yeah.
I'd imagine a Vegas pit boss cares about my life slightly less than Marcia. Maybe. Maybe. No, come on in. It's safe. When you smoke, you just face the machine.
It's fine.
And it's fine. But we're inside. No, it's okay. It's called a cabana
I
pod.
suppose what I meant by that was not so much that you can do that, but like normally you can smoke anywhere in the place.
Yeah.
The only place you're allowed to smoke is now like sitting in it like
in front of a
your own
machine.
slot machine, because like you can't like.
They
make
should
old
cover the
ladies,
machines. They should like pod the machines.
100%.
And just
Absolutely.
put you in there.
This is yeah, dude. Episode number 828. We
Wow.
are a
Podcast.
podcast
Comedy podcast.
current event comedy talk show.
Talk show. That's where it's at. I was looking at that iTunes list. People love to talk to people. That seems to be the hot new thing.
We have been doing.
They
this
have people come on and then
since
they talk to 'em.
2006.
Hey, what do you got? Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. What do you do?
What do you do?
I know what you do, but you tell me what
I
you
know
do.
what you do. Tell the listeners what
One
you
of
do.
my favorite things. Tell them.
What you do is what I love. Now,
What you do, I love. Tell
Tell
them
them.
what it is.
they know too.
That's why they're listening.
That's why they wouldn't be here. I told you.
888-842-2357 is the toll-free voicemail. We are listener-supported, commercial and advertising free.
That
so
sounds insane. So basically, what you're saying is we are
that we don't-
completely reliant on people that we've yet to hold
100%.
hug personally and thank. We have to thank them via just we have to hope that they feel as if we're hugging them and thanking them.
Yes. So if you can, pledge to the show,
Please.
to keep the show free for everyone, and us free of having to plug anything other than the things that we freely choose to. Go to our Patreon page and do that if you can. If you do that already, thank you so much, and please consider maintaining that pledge, because it means absolutely the world to us.
I would go further than that.
More
It's-
so than ever.
Imagine it's wildly crucial to our lives in this show and
Hugely.
bigly.
Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Jeff, who edits the 3-camera feed in the studio here with us.
On the fly?
On the fly. You get to see all those video episodes via our Patreon page. You also get access to the archives, which are all the episodes that aren't available on iTunes, which I think is, probably 400 plus.
When you invent the game, when you originate the game, you know how it is.
You can go to our website, UhhYeahDude.com. Go to the merch store. Actually, don't think there's anything for sale at the moment there. Going to be making some new stuff soon. Get stuff up there. You can find me on Instagram.
Wait a minute,
Jonathan
did you say
Larroquette.
when did you say you started this show?
February of 2006?
That's not possible,
Why?
because that would mean that you invented this.
Something.
I hate to put you on the spot like that, but if what you say is true, you invented the show in February of 2006. Essentially, that you invented this whole genre of comedy podcasting. I guess you would say.
Right around there.
Okay. Because a lot of the other ones I see, they didn't. So you see, would they just? You told them about it, and then they. How did they get started?
I'm not sure.
They
You have to
heard
ask
you.
them.
They heard. You have to ask them. What took so long, I guess.
But
Oh, it's cute. You started in 2019. Cute. Oh, you're huge.
oh,
Congratulations.
come back for 829
Oh,
for our lifetime Hallmark.
Oh my
fucking
God.
holiday season.
oh wow. I mean, that's kind of crucial information
I mean,
to kind of
that's worth the price of admission right
what
there.
to be aware of.
Uh,
Thank you so much.
thank you.
Hang in there. We're closing out November, December. We're closing out 2020 with smiles, with laughter and smiles.
Big grins.
Big grins. I listened to the show.
Can't
It's
see him
called
behind the mask.
yeah.
but
It's called
they're
Big
here.
Grins.
Big
Great
Grinning
show.
with Jonathan and Seth.
Great show. Good laughs. Quality laughs. Right to the end.
Right up to the very end.
I always leave a couple minutes because it puts me in a mood. And then when I got to dip back in, seatbelts.
Seatbelts.